Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting a new adventure, The Witcher 3. This is the next gen update and we are running it on the PlayStation 5. So what can I tell you? Enjoy the game and let's go through the adventure once again. We're gonna let the initial cutscene play out.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emhyr has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
So I did start the game earlier just to check it out, how it looks and how it runs. So definitely looks good and runs great. And we're gonna start a new game here from the scratch. We don't need tutorials. Let's simulate The Witcher 2 saves. I will not talk over the cutscenes, I will let you guys enjoy it, so... Even though you know what is it all about, most likely.
You know I don't find that amusing.
The game is rated 18 years or older, so you've been warned.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
There we go, finally we have control and we can start on. Let me just move the camera on the middle of the screen. Yeah. So the lighting should be much better this time around than on the original game, and we're gonna check it out. Kaer Morhen, maybe not so much has changed, but out in the open it should be noticeable enough. So with your senses we see all the objects we can interact with, and this scene was always beautiful. I believe it's still beautiful.
Shit. Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever.
Yeah, looks great.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Let's get going. We need to find Ciri. She's training in the courtyard with Vesemir. Vesemir is taking a nap.
The Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too.
Damn it.
After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Gotta admit, we've spoiled her.
We've spoiled her. I've been saying it from the start. Ciri needs a firm hand.
Been saying that true. But you let her walk all over you just like the rest of us do.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
There she is.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Sure, we're gonna be strict or better
not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave. Come on. We'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
I'm not gonna play tutorial.
Not this time. Believe me, you don't want to keep Vesemir waiting.
Even though it might be good to remind myself a little bit, but we're just gonna go ahead, so we'll figure it out along the way.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword.
I guess we need to do a sword
What do you
tutorial.
think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Right to free training.
Let's skip straight to free training. No point going over the basics again.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri?
She's nowhere to be found now.
I'll make sure to find every last blade for you. What the?
There's a snowfall all of a sudden.
Vesemir.
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf.
No.
And that entire sequence was actually a dream. A bad dream. So we are in 1272, May, on the road to
You all
Vizima.
right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
So we can be honest with Vesemir, or we can rather hide it for ourselves. But we're gonna go honest because Vesemir is
Started
our
in the
like
guest room
father
at Kaer
figure.
Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
I know we will. That's not what worries me. You've seen her tracks. She's at full gallop all the time. Breakneck speed through wild lands, devastated battlefields. She's in a hurry to get somewhere. Or fleeing something. Either way, it means trouble of some sort.
Be surprised if she wasn't in trouble. She's always poked her nose in beehives. Courtly intrigues here, mages' conspiracies there. What do you expect?
Don't know. Guess I thought once we were finally reunited, things would be calm. At least for a while.
Calm? With Yennefer? Good luck.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
There's gonna be a lot of dialogue here, so
Be dawning soon.
we'll be enjoying that.
Time to go.
I think we're gonna test out the combat right now.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. Oh, how about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet. Soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
Yeah, we're gonna go with the private with that one.
That's private. Very private.
Aha, I understand. At least I think I do. Maybe not entirely, but perhaps that's for the best.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. Ghouls.
Come on.
Does the blocking work against the monsters? Can't remember. Let's test. If we can block it out. Vesemir is gonna kill it.
Of course, an army's past, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
Definitely gonna pick up what they left behind. It'll be useful later on for crafting and all. Maybe one more over here. There it is. It's hard to see sometimes, so let's see if we can call the roach.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No, it really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
Sunrise was always good. Back when it launched, it was like the most awesome thing in gaming. Still looks good though.
War's not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
Yeah, definitely looks much better than before. Like a fresh coat of paint, 4K assets and textures. It's not like major improvement, but it does look better for sure.
We going? Help me! Help!
There's actually an entire backstory for the Griffin here, so we're gonna play through that as well. Really good side quests. Yeah, spilled the blood a little bit. Vesemir also. She got her lunch. An entire horse.
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh.
Not comforting.
You'd like a reward, I suppose.
Well, I always like to be a good guy with Geralt. I kinda find it better that way, so we're just
You
not
don't
gonna
owe us
take
anything.
anything.
You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there. Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Oh, we're gonna get discount in the inn. It's always good.
Hey, yeah. So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
That's it, Roach.
Let's park the horse. You can always hear the small details in the dialogue on the NPCs in the back end, like small details around the area, secrets, monsters, stuff like that. So if you pay attention, you can pick up some cool secrets, items and stuff.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
There we got the brawl. Or a headache. Too much to drink.
Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlo's freaks.
These guys look like trouble. Especially the tattoo guy.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy around here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Mm-hmm. Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
So we can trade with most of the innkeepers, shopkeepers and stuff, but let's check out the secondary dialogue before we go to the yellow letters are marking the main quest dialogue, so we can always find out more with these other ones.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Yeah.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
We're gonna check out what that she has for sale.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
These are Gwent cards. I'm not gonna be buying these. At least not for now, but we have some foods, supplies, alcohols and stuff like that. I guess we are good for now, but if we need something, we know where to look.
Thanks for everything.
Plenty of things to collect around the world also, so we'll save up the coin for later.
Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Right.
Here, Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
Oh, Drommel.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
These guys are not up for a talk, but we can do Oxy and like take away their mind and like let them talk. But I'm gonna do it nice and quiet for now.
Just want to talk.
You deaf, Stray. No one here will talk to you.
If it's company you seek, stick that mangy snout of yours in a trough with the pigs.
Show that shit-eater, Micah.
Let's force it.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
There we go. Situation's heating up. We have somebody else to ask.
Once more, there are 4 factions.
4 what?
Factions! Teams! What a waste of time! The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
They're playing Gwent.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not! Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
We're gonna find out
Not
about
a place
Gwent.
I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
Yeah, Geralt is a simple man. He doesn't like to dwell around many thoughts.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
We're not gonna play it right now, but maybe later on.
No thanks. Got some other things on my mind.
Shame. I'd ask the locals, but since they can't count to 10, the rules are a complete mystery.
Yeah.
Ah, well, I'm here if you change your mind.
Let's look around about Yennefer still. I don't know if you have played the game earlier, Gaunter O'Dim. This is an interesting name and definitely gonna show up later in the game. And if you take a look of the initials of the first letter of each of the word of his name, it's like G-O-D, which is kind of God. So that's interesting thing to note.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
We're gonna have one.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
This guy even knows her name.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
Quite a sip of schnapps.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter O'Dim, at your service.
Vagrant? That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
This guy is very, very interesting character, and we're gonna encounter him a bit later in the game, and it's gonna be a DLC actually, Hearts of Stone. Excellent quest, excellent story, so stay tuned for that, but it's gonna be much later on. We're not gonna answer this one.
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
A Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble, and you'll be nearby to help.
Yeah. So there is a Nilfgaardian garrison in the White Orchard, actually. So they are. It's a wartime, so they're pretty much passing through and making garrisons as they go. We need to visit that one and speak with the commander.
I'm drinking.
But first.
Then fuck off. Don't want your kind here.
Let's try go peacefully.
So just calm down.
Of course not. You done nothing.
Horsel's working witchcraft. Get him!
Your ass is
Nice meeting you.
So this one is out of commission. Instead of 3 opponents, we had only 2. So this one needs to lay down a bit. He'll be okay. Ask the Nilfgaardian about Yennefer. This is our next main storyline, but before we do that, we will definitely visit the board. So every place, like every village, anything, you have a board, and then you can pick up the letters, important information, and maybe a contract for a monster hunt. Everything you pick up here you can also read in your inventory, so no worries about that. And if you see the seal on one of these papers, that's actually a contract for monsters. Or rather not, yeah, this one is a quest also, and this specifically says it's a contract, so Devil by the Well. We'll get them all.
Jetty!
Now we can read. Once you have read the things that you picked up, you will have the side mission updated, and then you can select and make the side mission active.
Listen careful. You're never to sing that rhyme again. Never. And you're not to play with Chetty.
But Chetty's my best mate!
Chetty's a little fool who'll get us all killed. I see you with him again and you'll regret it.
We'll do a bit of side quests before we go to the Nilfgaardian camp, just to level up a little bit and get a feel of the game even more. So we have main quests here, we have secondary quests, and we have Witcher contracts, which are actually pretty much monster hunts, stuff like that. Missing in action. We're gonna go ahead and try and find this guy. Check out the world map. Never actually opened this up yet. So they removed a lot of question marks. They were all over the map in the original version, and I guess this looks better. Pushes you to explore more. But if you want, I do believe you can actually enable the question markers again. So let's get going. Let's see if we can start the quest and find this guy, Dune.
Freak.
My gran told me about the Smith boy. Lad went missing one day, so folks nagged a witch thing that was hunting nearby. Like,
You'll definitely call Roach. I thought it was closer.
That's it, Roach.
Roach does not control any better than before, so it's still kinda stiff, but it was okay for the period, for 2015. We had Red Dead Redemption later on and Ghost of Tsushima, stuff like that, so it spoiled us a bit as far as the horse riding goes, but it serves the purpose. It's good enough. Some kind of broken bridge or broken structure. We'll revisit that later on. I do believe there is some interesting stuff that can be found over there.
Whoa!
We'll look for Bastion later, once it's safe.
Slower.
We should be here.
Do that often? Talk to your dog?
It's my brother's, Bastion's. But guess he's mine now. See, Bastion fought the Black Ones in a battle just outside the village. Haven't had word of him since. I told him, do like I did, lose a finger or two so they won't recruit you. Too damn afeard he was. Bloody hell.
I'd walk the battlefield if I were you.
I did. Sea of corpses. And corpsers, feeding. Someone told me they're afeard of fire, so I took a torch, tried to chase them off. Horse shite, I tell you. Would have ended up eaten alive if it weren't for Hussar here. Listen, guessing you carry those swords for more than show. Come with me. Keep the ghouls off. Help me find Bastion and I'll pay you well.
We're definitely gonna help this guy.
Fine, I'll help you. Just been a few days since the battle. Chances we find your brother alive are slim. Very slim.
I would have thought, but I want to find his body at least. So Bastion don't rot there in the sun with the Black Ones. Meet me on the hill overlooking the battlefield. We'll move on together from there.
Let me see, do we have a torch? We do. We might need it. Yeah.
Come on.
War hit hard on these fellas here, so they're losing everything pretty much. Let's go visit the battlefield. Shouldn't be far away.
Move it.
There it is, it's still scorching ground, so We're gonna sweep the area across, try to find the guy.
You're here, good. Bastion... his body must be here somewhere.
Among countless others. Want to examine them one by one? Could take a while.
You needn't fret. The recruits from White Orchard painted a small flower on their shields so as to be able to spot each other in battle. There was just a few of them. We looked
This
for
is
the
the
flowers,
roach.
we'll find Bastion quick.
We can't see Geralt.
No offense, but many a soldier's dropped his shield. Especially if he was on the losing side.
If we find the shield alone, Hussar will catch the scent and lead us to Bastion. Come on. Sooner we get this done, the better.
So many corpses. And the war's just started.
There's gonna be a lot of corpse eaters around, so we can expect some action. There they are. I'm not gonna pick up any of that.
How long you gonna make me wait?
There we go. And in the early game, it's always good to loot monsters once you get them killed,
Reckon this ain't a good time to chat.
because they have a lot of
Come for and get out of here.
stuff that you need later on for the alchemy. You'll need potions for the tougher enemies later on. Yeah, let's keep our search. There is the shield. Can we interact with the shield?
That him?
No. Neighbour's son. Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy? Still nothing.
We need to look up for some other item. There we have something.
That him?
No. Neighbour's son. Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy?
Maybe Hussar can help us. So when you hold down L2, this is the Witcher sense, and then you can hear the heartbeats of the monsters in the vicinity, and you can smell something, and you can see the corpses or points of interest. So you can use that to look your way around for clues and stuff. So we're looking for red glowing objects This one we already checked. It's the shield. I don't believe this one.
Skin's burned off. Might be hard to tell, I know, but could this be him?
Oh, yeah. Bastian was big, broad-shouldered. This one seems smaller, but maybe it's the fire did that. He found him! Hussar's court, he's sent! Come on!
So this guy is not his brother. Let's follow the dog. There's some big monster. Oh no, that's a dog, and we can actually trace the dog like this also.
But there is more. My lieutenant demanded we defecate on command. Ballista bolts landing all around, and all he could say was, "A soldier with a full stomach will not step onto the battlefield." Now shit, that is an order. Can you believe it? The cretin.
Stop! You're killing me. My ribs.
He survived.
That needs a tourniquet. But first, want to explain what's going on here?
Bastian! Has this Nilfgaardian captured you?
No. He saved my life. I got a cut to my side, and then got hit in the head. Couldn't see anything. Rosinia found me as he crawled across the battlefield. His legs twisted. And so we were. A blind man leading a cripple. Found this place.
I'm taking you home. We need to see to these wounds.
I won't leave Rosinia. Alone he'll die. And he can't go back to his home. He's deserted. They'll hang him.
And what if they find him with us? They'll hang us all, my Laisha included. No, the Blacken stays here.
Yeah, let's go and save both guys. They're both in trouble. They don't really want a war, actually. They're just found in the opposite sides and bonded, I guess.
Made it with the Black One's help. Maybe you ought to show him Nordlings aren't as barbarous as Nilfgaardians make us out to be.
Well, I could give him our pa's clothes, teach him to work the field. But that accent... Fine, I'll take him in. Thank you, Witcher. Your reward. And the gods protect you.
Okay, what did we get? 25 experience and 25 crowns. A good deal. And actually you will encounter a lot of moral decisions, like, I mean, not like this, but some are more tougher, some are more lighter, some are even comedic like, but it's always good. And if you do something that also has the impact later on, you can meet these guys later, see their fate and all that other stuff. And if you decide like to help someone or decide not to, you can also see how their fate unravels further on. So it's side quests are really good value for your time, and you should definitely play as much as side quests as you can, as well as you will find a bunch of good items, weapons and stuff like that you'll definitely need. Plenty of hard encounters later on. Let's see what else we can tackle. The main story is the Lilac and Gooseberries. We're gonna leave that for a bit later. We do have another side quest, I believe, or Witcher contract, and this is gonna be Devil by the Well. Let's tackle that. Mark it on the map, and we're gonna call Roach, who's actually here. I believe they will need to apply another patch or something for this next gen update. It does work good, but there are occasional stutters and stuff, so...
Faster.
We'll see. See if we can cut it through.
That's it, Roach.
Nope.
wet your mum ever squirted you out.
Wait.
Go for the whore's son's eyes! Ha! Oh. Ah. You're dead!
There is one archer guy still. We got him. We're gonna take the gold. I'm not gonna take this. There's also a chest here. Gold, definitely. I'm gonna pick up this one because in this game you have the swords that are actually break down and you need to sharpen them and repair them from time to time, so it's always good to have like a secondary sword just in case you're along the road that you don't have a blacksmith or any tools with yourself to actually fix it up as you go. So you definitely don't want to leave yourself without any weapons. Oh, let's see if we can move the roach around. Seems like it's plenty stuff going on over there, but I'll definitely check it out later. Where do we need to go actually? Oh, it's pretty far away. Let's see if we can do a fast travel here. Maybe I cannot fast travel while I'm on the roach. Aha, so we need a fast travel location which is right behind us. We cannot just jump from place to place, but we need to find this crossroads. Like this, right? And then we can fast travel. There we go.
Can't decide. Should we draw it or not? Got to make soup out of something. But Tosley said he'd not give his dog this water. Not with so many corpses rotting.
Come on.
Sure to be poison. Sure? Not so sure. Who knows? Will you go to the well in Hovel instead?
The Grand told me about Smithsboro. Lad went missing one day, so folk nagged a witch that was hunting.
Go on then, Kazan!
Where am I? Will you raise a glass with me?
It's Durban now.
It's raining, it's pouring, and Vermeer's pouring.
Kings do the fighting, peasants do the dying.
The good man's boy knows a merchant that travelled to Nilfgaard once.
Try not to hit anybody while I ride, but it's not always the easiest option to avoid people. I'm just gonna cut the corner over here. There are some wolves around. We got some sort of poison. Yeah, roach riding is really kind of clunky.
Ooh, stop!
So this is actually the main quest, and I was about to check that other one, but this one is marked on the map. Never mind, since we're here, I'm just gonna talk to the general over here, and then we're gonna continue on with the devil from the well. This is Nilfgaardian garrison.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Saar Gwynleve is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Huh. You black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you want to.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling. To the tower. Go.
So if you loot something in the camp here, they'll pick you up and then you'll have trouble. Even though there are good things to pick up here early on. Let's go to the general.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatt'ghern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it. And then I shall see what I can do.
So the price for the griffin is gonna be the information, not the coin this time around. Let's go with the additional dialogue. Check it out.
Why do you care about this griffin?
Because I care about people. The beast has killed 10 already, including a few of my men. To hunt it, I would need to mobilize the entire garrison, comb the woods, organize a batu. Simply impossible.
Too big a hassle?
No, too high a risk. I cannot disperse my forces. Temeria's army we have crushed, but its common folk remain, ready to answer a call to arms. So, as to this griffin, I can sit on my hands, or hire a professional.
It's a deal.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
Let's go with the information about the herb. We can do that on our own, I believe.
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
Mislav is a good guy.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Okay, so we need to craft a specific bait and find out more about Griffin, and we're gonna do that.
Tomira
but
and Mislav. Thanks.
Before we tackle the devil. We got more info about this. So you have a chest here, you have stuff here, and it's a bad idea to pick it up. Just FYI. And they're talking on Nilfgaardian, but when you speak with somebody for the cutscene's sake, they speak like English or the common language as they say it, with a specific accent, and that's the thing. But only the elves, they actually speak Elven. We should have a fast travel here, and let me check the quest again about the devil in the well. I want to go on this one. Where is it on the map? So that's it. This is another quest, I believe, for the dwarf who's a blacksmith. We're gonna tackle that as well, so let's get going for the contract first. This guy should be by the end of the road. Where do we get in? I guess from the roadside. Yeah, he has the icon for the monster hunt, so it's definitely the right guy.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye. 'Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
Because earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle has turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Felt dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
So, yeah, we can definitely go ahead and help, and you also have the option to haggle, and
I feel for you.
This guy doesn't have a lot of money, I would say,
let's
but
talk about my
let's
pay.
see what
Something
are
not
the
right with the
options.
coin.
So he's initially offering 20 coin, and then we can increase that, but up to a certain amount. I guess 29 is most he can give us, and probably cannot give us that much, and you have the annoyance level on below. So you can just pick it up for maybe 1 or 2 or 3 and you can check it out. Let's go with the 22.
That settles it then.
Yeah, that's okay with him. Later on with the bigger contracts and more difficult monsters and more I mean richer guys that are placing contracts, you can get a lot of more coin. This is just local villagers, so
fine, I'll help.
It is what it is.
Well,
in Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now. No one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off, please.
So actually, in this house, you can definitely check out what they have and you can pick it up, and it's not gonna be any trouble. It's not military or anything. So water and all this is a ingredient for the potions, I would say, and water actually replenishes your health, and we need that, so I'm definitely gonna pick it up. Even though he's having trouble picking up a fresh water, but let's see what they have in chest. We're gonna resolve that trouble in a minute, so they'll have a well full of water, so we'll definitely pick up all of these also. Why not? And look at this, he's hiding money, and orens are not the same as crowns, and there's some other money in the game as well, and then you have a bank exchange in Novigrad, and then you can change those values, but we're gonna pick it up for now. I like to play high on morale, but not always. These are also materials for crafting, so we'll borrow those, and by borrow I mean take, and then we're gonna just move along. I just need to find the door to exit. Maybe we could have asked for a bit more money, since definitely he has more than he is willing to share. And these are some items I actually mentioned earlier. This is like armor's repair kit, and pretty much this is what you need when you damage your sword or your equipment on the field and you don't have a blacksmith around, so you can use this to fix it up. This is the item for crafting. You can then craft different weapons later on, and all important stuff to pick up whenever you see them. But right now we need to find the door. There it is. Let's call in the roach and try and find that wraith.
Come on. Come on.
This guy's drunk. We are heading in the woods. There it is, an old house.
Take it easy.
Abandoned village, actually. So we found the crossroads marker, and this is actually a fast travel, as you noticed. So
the infamous well.
We can use
Strange.
it.
No sign of a ghost. Maybe it only shows at a certain time of day.
We're definitely gonna look around, and ghosts might appear in the midnight, during the night hours, during the morning hours. Depends on the story, on the stuff you need to like examine every bit of detail.
Scorched.
And again, those red glowing details are the ones that you need to check to progress the quest, and once you check them, they become like golden yellow, so you know you checked them and they're still present pretty much.
Body's dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. All signs point to a noon wraith.
Silver ingot, nice find. So noon wraith should appear around noon, I believe. I'll check that later on. I'll just investigate a little bit more. Old goat hide, I don't believe we need that. And this item actually, every time you meditate, it replenishes all your potions and stuff, so this is a good thing to have. Especially early on. I can remember everything. I played the game back in the day, back in 2015 on the PC, so I do remember a lot of details, but not every bit. So we'll learn as we go. Some of this stuff are for crafting, some stuff you can sell, some stuff are pretty much straight up junk, and they're just packing place in your inventory, and inventory is also a problem. Later on you can buy saddlebags for Roach. You can increase the inventory, but it is pretty pricey. It's like 200 crowns and you can barely earn 20 for the contract.
Might be useful.
You can read the details in this journal. These are regarding the quest that we are tackling. What else can we find in the house? Not much here. Let's check the surroundings. Few things here. Fat is also good to pick up. This also serves to craft decoction. You can oil your sword for a good abilities against certain monsters and stuff, so this is a good thing to pick up. And Quicksilver solution also serves a purpose for crafting ingredients. But I mean, if you put a lot of stuff in your inventory and you end up not needing any of that, you can always drop it or sell it or just whatever. So you don't need to overthink about picking up stuff. If you're lacking space and you find something better, you can always toss the stuff that you don't need. So. And if you find like a doll and stuff like that, you can dismember it to something else. Let's say like wool or stuff like that. I don't know. The junk can become useful if you can dismantle it, crafting stuff. And what is this? Scorching ground. We need to jump inside the well now. There is something on the bottom. Anything else around here? Or this was just the bracelet?
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet was on an arm bone. Wonder where the rest of the body is.
So this is the bracelet of that dead lady, and that was a symbol of love with the Walker guy he mentioned. So she's unable to pass to another world because of that bound, and we need to cut that bound off pretty much, if I remember. Find the spirit that haunts the well. We need to get out of here and try and find the spirit. Hopefully we're not gonna drown. There's something on the bottom. We will resurface one more time just to pick up the air. And then we'll keep going. There we go. I believe we are back in the village entrance, somewhere near. And it's 10 PM in game time, so I'm not sure if the ghost will appear right now, or we're gonna have to meditate. So read the entry about noon raids in the bestiary. Let's check it out, just to make sure. There it is. So you have a class of monsters here, and they're separated like that. This should be like specters, I believe. Yeah. Devil by the Well, this is the specific like monster boss, so we don't know how it looks, so it's like shadow, and this is a general look for the noon raids, and it's pretty much what it is. You can see the vulnerability signs and potions and decoctions below, so that can help you a bit, and there is like a description on the right side, so you can get yourself familiar with the monster you're hunting, and it's always good to read that. It helps a lot. So we can use a Yerden sign. That's the sign that can capture the monster inside the ring and make her move much slower and give us the speed advantage, because she is pretty much aggressive and fast, and she can disappear and reappear on the back and stuff like that, so it can get you on the wrong foot. So on particularly summer days, when the sun reaches the zenith, raids will appear, which means it's a noon raid, and we are aiming around 12. Probably gonna have to
tie the noon wraith to this place, an object, something she needs before she'll leave this world.
Yeah, we'll investigate a bit more, and then we're gonna have to meditate, I guess, to pass time to a noon. This is all junk. We are looking for red glowing things, and we might even find something earlier, maybe that diary or stuff. Let's see if we can do the art on this. Yeah, clear up the way. Nothing here. Let's check the next house. We already found a diary here, but definitely check it again just in case we missed something. Looks good. There it is. Some claw marks or something. And they lead all the way back over here.
A man, stabbed with a knife, died on the spot. Animals fed on his body, picked his skeleton clean. More bloodstains over there. But it's not his blood.
Anything else over here? These are the claw marks. We need to backtrack. You don't need to examine each and every one of these. It pretty much shows you the way around, and then as far as I remember, it's something here, like the rope. Somebody strangled themselves or something.
Bloodstains, almost faded, but the line's taut. Something's not right. A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be. Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off. Let's take another look. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Noon Wraith for good. Better do it near the well. Need to prepare for this fight. Brew some wraith oil, drink some potions.
So we need to burn the body in order to free the spirit, to let it move on, and then we're gonna have to fight the spirit that dwells here, and we also need to prepare for that fight. So let's see. Alchemy. Potions. What do we have here? Cat potion grants sight in total darkness. Swallow is for health. White honey clears toxicity. Pretty much these are 3 potions that I know to craft now, and I don't have the ingredients for any of those since I haven't picked any herbs along the way. What about oils? Spectre oil, this will be helpful. So it's a 10% attack power versus specters, but I also missing some white flower. And pretty much none of that is gonna help us out. We're just gonna have to fight it through. And sometimes you will encounter monsters and stuff in the game that you definitely need potions, oils and stuff, and then you just pretty much go get the ingredients, make those potions, and then come back and fight the monsters. So it's pretty much what it is. For now I'm gonna take my chances with this one.
And the bracelet. Igni.
I don't need to wait for the moon. Wait. We want her in this circle. All of these are just decoys, pretty much. Only the one is real. This one. And we cannot hurt her at all. We need to throw the Yerden again.
She's gone. For good.
Okay. And when you kill a specific monsters and stuff, you get some good items. So definitely want to pick that up. So when you're fighting the ghosts and stuff like that, you will notice that you cannot hurt them in specific areas. You can only use like Yerden circle to capture them inside, and then they can only take damage. So you need to drive the fight inside that circle and not let yourself run around a lot. Return to the guy. Okay, pick up the reward. Let's go back. Get 22 crowns. And this is the starting area of the game before you actually catch up with Yennefer and proceed on with the game. There is a lot of things to be done here, and you should not miss that. So you can upgrade the equipment stuff, everything to a whole another level, and it'll help you a lot along the game. After the White Orchard, you are visiting Velen, and that's a vast area.
Not so fast.
A lot of things to do and even more quests, and really helps out if you spend a bit time here and pretty much upgrade yourself, upgrade the skills, armor, stuff like that. And it's also interesting, so take your time. It maybe takes around 7 to 10 hours to clear the White Orchard.
Haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master Witcher. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, let's hope for it, at least.
I let the guy keep the coin for daughter. We actually looted the house and we picked up some, so it's quite a sad story. Let's do the right thing.
At this point, doubt I'll ever marry. You keep the coin from Mandy, her wedding. Raise a toast to my health then.
Thank you, Master Witcher. Them's warm words. You've a good heart. But I can't let you go empty-handed. Take this, at least. Good luck.
So the guy gave us amethyst. This is actually also for crafting, and it's quite rare. This early, at least. So you always get something, even for a good deeds. And you can also be like a bad guy. You know, you can just force everybody to do stuff, and I mean they're sleeping on the floor. I bet this money is okay. Let's move forward. The Beast of the White Orchard. So the actual quest picks up on the main one again, and you can pick up flowers around. Since I didn't do that, we were not able to craft the decoction and potions. That would help a lot, but when you have time in the forest or anywhere, you can pick up random plants. Definitely helps out. And as more as you play and read about them, the more you learn what they're about to. So anyways, what can we tackle next? Let's go here. I want to visit this one. How do I put the waypoint? Like this. It shouldn't be far away, so we don't need roach. It's right over here.
50 years of...
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me in the workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Yeah, he's definitely a bit uppity, so we're not gonna push him.
Sorry. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
We'll help the guy, definitely.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
Definitely have cat eyes. Twisted Firestarter, that's the name of the quest. If you like the Prodigy, you know what is it about. Worn leather pelt, we don't need that. This guy is actually a blacksmith. He'll be able to repair our equipment, and we'll be able to like sharpen the tools here. So definitely a worthy quest, early on especially. And pick up these herbs whenever you encounter something. I did not do that, and I ended up having lack of materials for decoctions and potions. You never want to do. You never want to be in that situation. So let's see what we can find. There's something interesting. Tracks.
Shavings from a tinderbox. Arsonist must have lit his torch here, tossed it on the roof, then fled through the orchard.
Oh, we need to follow the trail. And you don't actually do not need to examine each and every footstep here. Rather, if you want, you can.
A man's. Large.
There is additional dialogue always, but you can definitely just hold down the Witcher sense on the L2 and you can trace it. We have a cow here. I'm definitely gonna pick up a few more herbs along the way because they are here for the taking, and I just needed the potion and the decoction for the wraith just a minute before, and I didn't have it. So tracks are ending here.
Took off his boots and went in the water. Probably wanted to cover his trail.
We'll definitely take a look at the other end, but we'll also check this out. Pick it up. Mostly junk, but a few orens. Let's go across. Nilfgaardian soldiers, you don't want to mess with them in the beginning. They're pretty much just holding the territory here, so that's not our business. We need to pick up the trail again.
Barbarians.
Barbarians. deep water. So far I cannot pick up the tracks, but let's check on the other end. Maybe he went through the water and then went back here into the town, into the village, pretty much. Like did a loop or something. Yeah, right. So like if anybody follows, you think he gone that way and then he made a detour over here.
Something jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape.
These guys are fast. Oh, they are weak to fire. Yep, we got him. Always pick up the loot from monsters. They have specific organs, saliva, brains, ears, tails, fangs, stuff like that. You'll need that. Where is the other one? I got 3. Maybe they don't drop everything every time.
Tracks lead back to the village. Lost his boots in the rush.
And we are on the half of our health, so we can drink water or eat bread and it's gonna recover our health, but just a little bit and really slow. So as long as you have a green circle around, like food icon up there, you will get your health replenished and it lasts for a little bit. There is one good skill later on that you can pick up, that the food and drinks are actually work for 20 minutes straight, replenishing the health, and that's a good skill to have, especially early on when you are weak, and helps a lot managing the health. Do you have something to... Ah, that's a merchant. We'll leave him for later. Let's focus on tracks.
Bleeding, but not badly. Surface wound.
So the drowners got him, but he managed to escape. Probably not bad. And there he is.
Trail ends here, but I'll recognize him by his wounds.
I'll pick up the water. I just wasted one. And as you can see, I replenished the health to a certain extent, but it's not under effect anymore, so that's pretty much it. But we should be good for now. There's also a potion called Swallow that instantly replenishes a lot of your health. I mean, not instantly, but very fast, and it's good for combat encounters. And if you're like just exploring the world, you can always have something to eat or drink and replenish the health easier. Black Magic Doll will pick that up.
Like crickets. You chew them or swallow them whole.
It's definitely this guy.
Marks. It's gotta be him.
Yeah.
Nasty wound. Run into a drowner.
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa. Our arsonist's a charmer too. Come on. Smith wants to talk to you.
I not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies do anything for gold, they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats. Am I not right? Listen, we can work this out man to man. I give you gold, you don't turn me in. My mum died a while back and I sold her tools. I've spent some, but what's left is yours.
So this guy is giving us an option to give us some money, and so we can keep our mouth shut about everything for the dwarf blacksmith. You can do that. and you can get some gold, and you can do it as you agreed with the dwarf. And I suggest you do that with the first option, because you'll have a blacksmith then, and it means a lot more than a few coins this early on.
Magpies and dwarves might be greedy, but I'm not. Can't buy me.
And I'll beat your fucking mug to a pulp!
You can calm him down and just to follow you with the Oxy sign. No need to fight.
Calm down. Now follow me.
So he will follow. Just make your way back to the blacksmith dwarf. Seems a bit drunk also, but I think this Axie effect also has a similar status. I would rather knock him out and carry him, but you can also cast Axie on the random people anytime, or on the enemies or on the monsters, but it only works on the lesser mind, how it's described. You cannot do it on the boss, you cannot do it on any main character pretty much, just on the villagers and some lesser monsters, stuff like that. He's talking something in Nilfgaardian. He's patrolling the streets looking for trouble with the locals. Come on, dude. I mean, dwarf is not far, but I wonder if I just wait here, he's gonna show up. Oh, I could have done that.
Up and at him.
Hmm? What's going on?
Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
Nap? You? I knew your mum for years. Charged her nary a copper. This is how you repay me. I've had enough. Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No! Willis, I beg you, I was drunk. Didn't know what I was doing.
Calling the cops on
I
him.
told you, Master Willis. We will help you rebuild once reinforcements come. The supplies have been ordered.
Not what this is about, mate. This here's the arsonist. A witcher found him.
The forge was important to the garrison. Destroying it was sabotage. No trial needed here. Just a tree.
He's fucked up. They're gonna hang him. Nilfgaardian is also using the blacksmith skills here, since it's the small area and pretty much they need all the help they can get.
Harsh as punishment goes.
But deserved. You know, I hated the Black Ones at first, like everybody else did. Now I'm thinking they might just bring order to this place. Teach these layabouts some manners. But enough about that. Your reward. And I managed to save some things from the fire. Anvil still holds, so I'm sure I can bang something out on it. You need anything, let me know. Give you a good price.
So we got some XP out of it, and 20 crowns, which is not that bad actually. We got 22 for slaying the Noon Wraith. Far more difficult than this. So depending on the quest, if it's like difficult and all, doesn't mean it pays well. So you just need to work your way around.
Customer, welcome. What can I do for you this day?
Let's see what we have here. So he has something to sell us. He can craft stuff for us, and as far as the crafting goes, you have a lot of type of equipment. You'll have special equipments that only a specific blacksmith can craft, pretty much. And you cannot craft if you have a recipe or the diagram, rather, for sword or armor or whatever. and you need all the ingredients and all the materials. Not every blacksmith would be able to craft it, so you need to pay attention to that as well. Let's see what you can buy or sell maybe. We got this sword we picked up on the battlefield. This is gonna be a steel sword for fighting humans, and this is only for a backup if we end up breaking our stuff. And yeah, this mantle here, you can pretty much dismantle everything into components, and all the junk that you picked up along the way can serve that purpose. So you can, from the dolls, you can have thread and fiber, stuff like that, and not everything is junk pretty much. You can repair stuff yourself. It's a pretty robust system. It's crafting for equipment. This is the shop. Yeah, let's go back to the shop. So I believe on the left hand side this is what we have, and this is the actual shop. So you see here there's a saddle for Roach, which increases stamina so he can sprint more, and it's pretty pricey. So we're gonna forget about that, and this is the saddle that increases your maximum inventory, and you can carry much more items, also pretty pricey, but the regular price was 200 coins, now is 186 because we have a discount doing the quest, right? Not all that bad. And this is a good item, but you can buy it later on also, and I would save my money for now. These are diagrams for crafting specific stuff, so chivalry boot, cavalry boots, trackers, trousers, and you can see the specifics, what you get with those. I would not waste any money on this early on. You will find much better diagrams running the side quests in the game, and you have the legendary Witcher gear for cat school, wolf school, manticore school, bear school, all that good stuff. So you can definitely pick up much better armor, and if you need some ingredients for like ingots and all that for crafting swords, you can also pick it up here. Can we craft anything at all? Yeah, nothing significant right now. But what the good thing is, you will have this. Where is that? You can sharpen your sword. Yeah, here.
I think those plums are wreaking havoc on my gut.
Yeah, you can use this wheel here and sharpen your swords, and then your items are enhanced for a period of time. You have a cooldown, the green ring on the top left, and it lasts quite a while. So pretty much it's always good to visit here and sharpen your swords before the fight, specific fight. If you plan on heading to the monster or something, it helps a bit. So that's it. I will go ahead and save here for today, and I will continue the stream a bit later on, and definitely tomorrow for the next part. So pretty much, if you like it, please subscribe, follow the videos, follow the channel, and we'll see you a bit later. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.